Hello and welcome to the presentation for Group 8 for Managing Organizations 300. My name is Wyatt and the other group members are right there at the bottom. But yeah, our product, is called Easy Eats, and yeah, let's just jump right into it. So just a quick executive summary. Our product is meant to reduce the anxiety and stress of grocery shopping during the pandemic, such as the coronavirus going on right now. Um, it's aimed to make grocery shopping can be a highly personalized affair. It needs to be done every so often for all individuals in life. Eating out and food delivery is just not a financially stable option for people now. Um, and yeah, as long as this pandemic continues, people are going to have to deal with this anxiety about grocery shopping, whether they want to leave their house or not, you know, with masks on, such and such, stuff like that. So even after the pandemic, people will be more worried about the spread of the disease than they were before. So yeah, we've devised an online grocery service, Easy Eats, with the specific focus of home cooking and food items. So for our overview, the $1,000 budget, that would go towards the development of the app and the website. In addition to that, a portion of the budget would be used to cover costs associated with delivery, such as employee pay and transportation, as well as marketing, such as advertisements and promotions. The 1,000 hours, this time would be used for the development of the app. Um, and then in addition to that, we would probably need to reach out to grocers and marketers and markets to partner with them for our service, um, and come up with contracts with them. The 1,000 people, providing a service that addresses a basic need, such as grocery shopping, will likely impact a larger number of people. Everybody shops, so not to say that everybody would go directly towards this app, but it's just another easy function for them to use. The problem we face is that people have anxieties about the continued operations of grocery stores. A lot of people don't want to leave their homes right now, especially um, states with higher, much higher cases such as Florida, California, New York, and stuff like that, where um, grocery shopping in areas like that can be very, very catastrophic in times like this, whether or not you're exposing yourself or not. So yeah, we wanted to find a way to mitigate this problem and come up with this app. So just to go over quick the opportunity of it, there's plenty other grocery services out there already, but what makes our service unique is that we'd be more focused on grocery shopping anxiety and home cooked meals, such as times like this right now. COVID-19 has forced people to stay home, which I mentioned or just a little bit ago, which has increased the amount of people home cooking. It was a big thing to go out and eat before the pandemic, but I think, due to it, people have resorted to doing more home cooked meals. But this also allows for more free time and less eating out. So people maybe aren't so bored sometimes, and things along that. The Huffington Post reported that people began baking so much because it provides a sense of control, desperately needed in these times, and that's fulfilling and relaxing, especially since a lot of stuff right now isn't under everybody's control, such as the mandated masks here and there across the country. Just to highlight that, Huffington Post, it highlights an opportunity to target the rising trend of home cooking and service their needs for ingredients through our service. So how it would work, the platform interface, it would just act as a regular shopping catalog. As you can kind of see, people would first select their grocer, and then either if they wanted to go by category or recipes, so on and so forth. Using our partnerships with local grocers, users can choose which market they would shop at, such as that first picture shown. Customers would have access to a catalog of products that the markets offer, such as produce, canned items, meat, stuff along those lines. Promotions and offers would still be available, and we intend to mostly focused on food items just to capitalize on our unique selling point and just our unique product, as you would say. But first, I guess further into it, the main attraction of the platform would be its recipe database. These recipes would include a variety of different popular foods from a wide range of cuisines. It could also include meals ranging from appetizers to desserts to baked goods to drinks, snacks, so on and so forth. But once the user has decided which grocer to shop at, the user would be able to purchase necessary items directly from the receipt ingredients list, which will be added to the user's checkout cart. Further into that, using the recipe database will entirely be optional, but is still the selling point of our platform. An example of this would be if a user can access a recipe for spaghetti bologna, purchase only the tomatoes needed for the recipe from the recipe's ingredients list and check out. They wouldn't have to purchase the entire thing as is if they had all the other ingredients at home. The platform would likely be available both as an app and as a website. We just feel like that would make it much more accessible for a wider range of customers. Developing this platform and partnering with local grocers would likely use most of our time and budget. So that's where you see most of the money and our hours going. The personal shopper and delivery experience for it, the user would shop only at one grocer just to prevent the personal shopper from having to do several trips to different stores per order. It would make it a lot easier to communicate with the customer if there was a chat system involved. So we would implement something like that just because customers can have a lot of questions whether or not goods are available at the time or if they're sold out and stuff like that. For delivery, we would offer both hand-off and non-contact options. However, due to the pandemic, we would most likely just offer the non-contact option as of right now. But, maybe customers could have certain exceptions and stuff like that. The developmental plans. So just a quick overview. This is just a quick layout of it, how it would work with that in week 0, I suppose, before the startup and everything like that. We would begin executing venture. We would reach out to grocers for partnerships, web and app developers for platform building, and prospective personal shoppers, researching popular recipes to include in the database. Week 1 and 2, we would meet with managers of the stores to discuss partnerships with Easy Eats and begin integrating store catalogs with the platform. Week 3, we would be beta testing the platform. This works as both troubleshooting and advertisement, getting our name out there and stuff like that. And then week 4, we would launch the app with an aggressive promotional campaign to get to those 1,000 people that we want to impact. These are just the budgetary breakdown. So we were thinking along the lines of $600 for the platform development. That would include hiring web app and web developers. Sorry about that. To build the platform. $200 to promotions and discounts, just to kind of not really advertise in that sense, but it would just attract more customers and impact more people. And then $200 for the beta testing. Some risks and problems that we thought of throughout the project. There's a limitation to just foods at grocery stores. Obviously, a lot of apps, they do the whole store or options of items from the entire store. But for us, it would just be the food because we were more aimed towards home cooked meals and grocery store anxiety. But in the future, we hope to expand the customers' options to multiple grocers when they're shopping. Right now, obviously, we just have it set to where they can visit once every time. But, hopefully with more investing and more platform development, we could make it possible to where they could visit multiple stores and check out that way. We would also have to figure out the delivery process with that too. So that was kind of just something we came across. And then marketing could just pose a challenge as it is a sole online interface. Obviously, everybody is more online now during this pandemic due to the pandemic. So yeah, marketing, it would just be a little more difficult to do the face-to-face interactions with people. And then plans for scale and expansion. As I mentioned a little just in the previous slide, we hope to, possibly make it to multiple grocery stores within one order. But to expand further, the platform could hopefully be expanded to other cities rather than just, being local in one city. The recipe database, our main selling point, could easily be carried over if we were to expand our ideas to other locations. The recipe database itself could continuously expand to cater towards more diverse cuisines, and the business model of groceries and home cooking will likely stay relevant and demanded even after the pandemic. So just to finish up, go back to the executive summary. So again, it's to reduce anxiety and stress of grocery shopping during this pandemic. Again, it can be highly personal for people, but as long as this pandemic continues, people are going to need to grocery shop, but also have to worry about potentially risking their health and health of their loved ones too. But the main focus of our app, Easy Eats, is the specific focus on home cooking and food items tailored towards people making recipes themselves and ordering the ingredients for those recipes. And yeah, with that, we are finished. So if you have any questions, just shoot us an email. And yeah, thank you for listening.